Alright, it is time for day 3 of Elemental Banshee Maya. So, today at the start, we are going to be getting our Tina DLC class mod, just really to see what can roll on it, stat-wise and skill-wise. And then after that, it's pretty much just going to be a TVHM haul kind of day, where we just run forward as hard as possible. So we're going to get forward here, kill Bony Pants guy, and then unlock Flame Rock Refuge fast travel, back up, and then just farm that chest and that chest over there. So yeah, let's get started.
And his name?
Yeah,
Alright.
that's not surprising.
Rock Refuge is open.
Okay, Death Wish and Restoration. So where is Death Wish? Death Wish. Increase the damage that your burn and corrode status effects deal, depending on how low your health is. The lower your health, the greater the bonus. Okay. So 5% at full health, up to 25% at low health. I'm assuming that this bumps up to an incredible amount. Assumedly 275% at 11 out of 5. So that could actually be really, really strong. It does rely on our health being low though. And then Restoration for a big buff to our max health. Could make that a little easier to use. Okay, that is going to be an interesting playstyle. Let's figure out what the third skill is. Plus to Chain Reaction. Chain Reaction, Restoration, and then honestly, this could be better than a Trickster then. If you get Chain Reaction on this, and then Restoration for a bunch of max health, or just Death Wish for a bunch of dot, that, and then you still rolled the extra 2 perks on top, so you could get Reload Speed, Fire Rate, Crit, Mag Size, stuff like that. That might be really, really nice. Okay. Chain Reaction Restoration is very, very tempting. And then Reload Speed, Fire Rate. You know, yeah, we'll hold on to this, because maybe I'll want to use that. And then I think we'll go ahead and just move on to TVHM. And once again, while we are in TVHM, we are going to be going to Hammerlock DLC at some point, and getting ourselves a Rough Rider, because I kind of would like to run it with a fleet build for a little bit. I guess whenever we hit level 50, we could roll out for Banshee comms to get movement speed from that. And then as our secondary, maybe we get Reaper, so that we can get a bunch of extra melee damage on any successful kills, or any successful elemental dot kills. See how that feels too. We did get that volcano last time, so we'll get to test that out paired with Out With a Bang, because we are definitely going to be getting a ton of kills with that. So that'll be super duper nice feeling. Like, go ahead and just make this guy mad. Possibly. Phase lock him, shoot him. Got rid of friend. And now we just slowly build up stacks of our Siren Song so that we can get our cooldown. And then we can just start grabbing a dude, popping a dude, and then just removing a room. Feels really, really fun so far. I do really like this. Okay, maybe initially it would be a good idea to hold the little Eevee until we get a bunch of stacks going. Just to really make sure that we have as much cooldown as possible with this. Yeah, because that is helping out a ton early. So we'll just do that until we build up. Okay. Might farm them for XP for a little bit. Alright, so really, really close to getting Reaper. I'm very tempted to just full spec down middle tree, just to see how Scornball does right now. Which honestly, with the little Eevee on our character, maybe that's not a bad idea. that might actually just work out okay. And then we can start building back into Siren Song. It is right there. So let's just do that. Get more max health. Max out that. Also max that and a Reaper. And then yeah, just start working back over here. 2 points and we have Quicken again with an extra +3 from our comm. That'll probably be fine. And then I did get a longbow bonus package while we were fighting. So I could use that or one of the others that we have. Or a Skyrocket. Probably realistically Skyrocket. Let's see. Not bad, not great. I'm sure with a bunch of extra Scorn cooldown, we'll be able to just throw out a bunch of them at all times. And then it'll probably really start to kick up. But probably nothing too insane until then. Hold on, is our melee damage already just kind of really, really good? Wait a minute. More than expected, honestly. With how little buff we have for it? Wait a minute. This was a really good choice to respec. Okay. Yeah, we're already kind of there. Interesting.
Hold it right there.
It's doing so much more damage than I ever think it should. That's so cool. We don't even have the cooldown skill again yet. Oh, that's gonna feel great. Love Thumper win. You know, I have heard Scorn actually trigger our Roid Shield noise for whenever you poke someone with a Roid Shield broken. So I wonder if it would start to just generate Novas every single time it ticks an enemy, or ticks a bunch of enemies at the same time. If it does, we could become the most vision-destroying ball you've ever seen. So fingers crossed that's how that works. I'll want to wait until level 50 to try that though, just so that we can have a high level version of it for UVHM. But that would be so fun, and I'd probably just end up using that over the Rough Rider at this point. So maybe we don't even go to Hammerlock DLC? Because that just sounds great. That sounds like a great time. I tried to use grenades to keep my shield down, but our recharge is really, really good on this shield. So, turns out we're just gonna kind of have to just punch the boss. Still a non-issue though, of course. Because why not? Okay. Alright, buddy. The build isn't even close to done yet. We don't even have the cooldown skills. I get why the rapier was nerfed in this mod now. It didn't need to be 200%. Oh, right. And Scorn can crit sometimes too. So we can just get crits as well every once in a while. All I need this mod to do is add a cooldown and melee override cooldown relic to the game. It's something I'm surprised no mod has really done before. It'd be really good for a support Maya who wants to just phase lock things and throw Scorn balls around all the time. But I also know that that implies that you'd probably have teammates or a reason to really want to do that. And I guess with points and Quicken we won't really need it, but it's just a cool concept, at the very least. I would like it anyway.
Now where was I?
Just listening to the melee noises tick is so good.
Stop.
Yeah, we'll need to work on the survivability a little bit. I'm sure as we level, Life Tap will be more and more effective though, just like it is in the base game. We just need to get to that point. DPS Scorn is neat. I like DPS Scorn. I like that it is still vanilla Scorn in terms of how it interacts with enemies, and not one of the mods where you just use it as a physical attack, where you want to have it make contact with them. Because I am very used to throwing Scorn off to the side of enemies, and so it is very much rewarding feeling to have a mod that just allows you to do that, and then you actually get to hurt people from it. Okay, thinking about our build, I think that we're gonna get Converge again, and then probably go ahead and get Pestilence, and just start working down our right tree. I know Fleet is right there, and we'll probably end up getting Fleet before level 50, so probably Siren Song, Quicken, Converge, and Fleet. But I really do want Pestilence, so after we get that going on, we'll come over here and get this, and then just start working down here, because why not at that point? Maybe it applies to Scorn as well? Could you imagine a Scorn ball that also applies Corrosive? That'd be kind of fun. I doubt it works like that, but it'd be cool. I hope that that procs Love Thumper so much. I mean, my eyes are gonna be destroyed, but it'll be fun for a day or two until I shut it off.
Made me angry.
I didn't think about this until just now, but I'm not a big fan of the fact that this has any amount of shield help on it at all, because we would prefer to run melee shields a lot with this character, considering a lot of our stuff benefits from that melee we get. So that's my only gripe so far, at least with this specific class mod, is the fact that it does that. That being said, it's still really, really strong, so it doesn't really matter that much. But it could make keeping a melee shield down even slightly more so worse. Oh, I didn't even think about the synergy there. Scorn will slag everything before Out with a Bang goes off, so everything will be debuffed before the explosion. And then, of course, with Converge, that'll pull everything into it to even get hit in the first place. This is gross. This is really, really gross. Cool. I'm liking it more and more more I think about it. Kinda wish I would have had my shield broken before, but no problem. Also, probably will farm XP here, so we'll be able to see what Quicken will feel like with this build. So let's go ahead and get the kill going. Alright, we got a stack. Just keep building up stacks for a little bit, and then see how we're feeling a few rooms deep into Bloodshot.
Stop. Enough. Bye now.
Just watch Scorn fly right past him. Just vanilla things there. Can't really blame the mod for that.
Shut up.
This is fun. Our cooldown isn't insanely high yet, and I do wish we had a better buff for it, but it feels so fun.
Wasn't my time. Freeze.
Just watch it go right past him. That's okay. Vanilla things once again. Even if it is slightly annoying.
Enough. Bye now.
I don't really have any amount of anything set up for this. We'll see how this goes.
Now where was I?
Yeah, that feels kind of gross. Okay, cool. I do like the way that you can just spam your melees and then your override kind of throws itself out in the middle of it. That is a vanilla feature, but it is nice trying to abuse it here as well, since it basically just gets out a ton of melees really, really quick. Also, more points into cooldown. Very nice. He's kind of tanky. Yeah, it's a really good thing Clan Wars is coming up soon. I absolutely do need that Maggie. Our equipment's starting to get a little bit rough.
And now you will fall.
There we go. That took a little bit of time. I'm glad we're getting gear soon. Yeah, so far, only real complaint about the character is the swap speed. Having a decent amount of swap speed to be able to swap between a couple of your utility items would be really, really nice. Like, the swap from my little Eevee over to my melee damage feels questionably bad. And then if I really wanted to have, like, a bladed Grog or a bladed Ruby as well, that would be 3 items to very slowly switch through. I'm not necessarily a big fan of that feeling. So, swap speed would be nice. Only complaint, really, so far.
Here you go. Explosives out.
Not the best damage, but not the worst.
Did that thresher just eat the beacon? You'll need to get that back.
I've done it to myself. I think we're okay, though. As long as he doesn't just leave last second. There we go. Cool.
Got the beacon?
Alright, the Sanctuary is back up in the air, so we're gonna go ahead and turn in this quest first, and then save quit, and then grab the Good, the Bad, and Mordecai, and Clan Wars. I do want a Lyuda, at least a corrosive one. And then, of course, Clan Wars stuff.
Shut up.
Not bad XP from him either, honestly. And then for our relic,
Congrats.
7.3. Cool. Okay. We're just gonna accept the fact that we will never see a single corrosive Lyuda in our lifespan. Outside of the level 21 that we have already. Because, yeah, that's what it's looking like. So we'll just put on something nice and neutral. Like the shock one here or something. I don't know. I kind of just want to move on, though. Just a Rustler's Triquetra for free. Meteor Grip. That's more reload, I guess, but still neat. Okay. And farming for Maggie and Slagga time. He's so tanky. There we go. Alright, do it again.
Hurt.
Bandit Grip? Bandit Grip with mag size? Okay, yeah, sure, I'll use this. Let's farm a Slagga now, I guess. Okay. Well, we have a Slagga. I guess we can just farm for a little bit of XP now. Alright.
Fear me, bitches.
There we go. Level 43. Okay. Cool. So put a point there, put a point into Fleet, and then next time I guess we'll just have to finish out Fleet. It's going to take 4 more levels, so level 47. And then we'll be getting pretty close to Pestilence at the start of UVHM. So that's going to feel really, really good. We've made a decent amount of progress today, but that is all that I have time for. So yeah, super interesting so far. I really do like the way that Scorn interacts with the Roid Shields and stuff. I feel like our damage dropped off a little bit because we were under-leveled, but hopefully it'll start to kick back up now that we actually have the equipment going on for it. That's okay. Probably need a better melee shield anyway, which we will get that Order shield eventually, and we'll run Law and Order. We will get a Love Thumper at level 50, probably get a Bladed Grog at some point too. Feels pretty good so far. Day 3.